If you take a look at your best 3 projects in your data science portfolio, do you think that you will impress someone with over 10 years of experience trying to recruit someone for their team? If not, you are in the right video. You might search for videos and tips about portfolio projects for data science, but what I'm bringing here, there is no one talking about it. Let's picture this scenario. You're applying for an open position and your portfolio is blowing the recruiter's mind. This is the difference between you being considered for that position and other candidates not. Your data science portfolio projects are one of the most important things that you have when applying for a new job. It is a valuable tool to distinguish yourself from the crowd and impress others with your work. And for every portfolio project that you make, you should focus on these steps that I will mention in this video. And if you'd like to add more or discuss any of them, feel free to do it in the comments. The first one is relevance. When choosing a project for your portfolio, think about how important it is for your interest, for your career goals, and for the jobs that you are applying for. There are a lot of business problems that you can work on, so you don't need to work on boring problems or things that you don't really like and start investing some time in things that you see yourself working on in a full-time job. For example, what topics are you interested in? Finance, marketing, utilities, or what projects do you like the most? Computer vision, classical machine learning, or natural language processing? And why it is important? Because it's not worth to spend so much time in natural language processing projects if you are applying to jobs with classical machine learning. The second topic in this video is something that will get you extra points, and it is to use data from several data sources. First of all, by building a process to retrieve data from the internet, either by APIs or web scraping, you are already demonstrating your skills and flexibility to solve complex problems. Starting a project by collecting, transforming and cleaning data for further analysis is something that you will be doing a lot in your future work. And second, if you combine several data sources in the project, you are also increasing the complexity and relevance of your work. For example, if you are making a stock price prediction project, it might be super interesting to combine data from that stock with tweets about that stock. And now, since we are talking about data, the next topic is also very relevant: the data quality. The way we transform and clean the data that we use is one of the most important tasks in any project. And for that reason, you should invest time here and do 2 things. The first is to clarify in each step your decisions in markdowns. This is, explain your critical thinking. Whenever someone takes a look at your project, they need to understand that you know what you are doing and why are you doing it. Are you dropping a column? Great, explain that you are doing it because it has a lot of missing values and you can fill them up. Are you transforming a categorical variable into a numerical variable? Great. Also explain that you are doing that because you need to use that to feed your model and it probably will be important for your model performance. And second, by doing this, you are guaranteeing or kind of ensuring that your models will have a better performance, which is what we all want in the end. Another topic for your projects is the originality. You can also score extra points by having original projects in your portfolio. The internet is full of projects around the same datasets, which is completely fine because we all need to start from scratch and learn basic things whenever we are learning about a new topic. But of course, these projects doesn't have to be your main ones, and definitely not. You should invest time in interesting and unique projects. If you achieve this, interesting questions might arise in your next interviews. And of course, you will nail it because you've done these projects. Here are 2 unique projects that I've made. The first one was a car price prediction project. And it wasn't a common one, because I web scraped and built a process to get all the data from an entire website. From this data that I transform and clean, I built and trained a couple of different machine learning models and evaluated which one was the best. The second one was a project about sentiment analysis. However, I also built a process to web scrape reviews from the internet and then transformed and cleaned this data. After doing this, I finally built a sentiment analysis around this data and show up the results. Some of these projects can be found in the website and I will leave the link to the video in the description. The next topic is about readability. Clear and well-organized code, documentation and visualizations increase the understandability of your projects to anyone. Make sure that your project is easy to follow from the beginning to the end. And here are a few tips to achieve that. When using notebooks, use the markdowns. write titles, subtitles, and use the table of content. It is really easy to navigate through your notebook with this. Don't use too much text. Since you are not writing an essay, simple and concise text to explain your decisions is more than enough. Use visualizations. Have you ever looked at a notebook without visualizations? Yeah, it's boring. Another important thing to do is to use docstrings in your functions. Explain what you are doing, and not only that, also use good variable names. And one bonus tip is to not use def for all the data frames in your notebook. And after talking about readability, we arrive to the next topic, which is context. Give context to your projects. Once again, have you ever opened a notebook that says car price prediction and the first line of code is to import libraries? Where is the context? Avoid this. You need to explain what you are doing and why you are doing it. So make sure that you give context to your project in the beginning and at the end, because you need to talk about your project goals, your methods, and your results. Storytelling in data science is a big deal. And by the way, results is another topic. When you are at the end of your project, explain your results and your interpretations. Because data science is not only about numbers, you need to understand what the numbers are telling you. Demonstrating the value of your work and your interpretations will also make your project more compelling. Future work is also a good topic to talk about at the end of your project. It demonstrates that you are aware of the current limitations and what possible solutions can you research more. This is a pretty good insight from someone, if you ask me. An overall topic that is important to mention is the complexity and completeness of your project. Make sure that you invest some time building a good damn project. Don't only get a random CSV from Kaggle and start making predictions about it. Make sure that you cover all the points that I mentioned in this video and also cover several areas of data science, from data collection and cleaning, modeling, data visualization. Make sure that you compile all of these things into a good project. You can go even further and make a simple website to attach to your CV. Make sure that you demonstrate your ability to work with the entire data science workflow, from data collection to model evaluation and deploy. Even if you don't know a couple of things like building a website and deploy your model, research and build it. This has a lot of value and will have a story to tell in an interview. And make sure that you don't fall into the mistake that I'm talking about in this video. And keep building projects like a couple of ones that you can find in this channel. If you like this video, support it by leaving a like or a comment. I hope to see you around. Peace. Bye.